All
All
right.
right, all right. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today?
Hello. Let's do it.
Yep, today we are bringing back Frag Time. We used to do an FPS cast last year as Nautica, Dirt Dog, sometimes me, sometimes a couple other people. Well, we have true cause to bring it back today, and as many of you know, Battlefield Hardline's coming out. So with me tonight, of course, I'm Steelheart, and this, Mr. Wonderful Moo, Mad Cow.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Good to see everyone joining us.
Well, let's jump right into it, brother. What'd you think of that intro video?
Oh, it's good times. It's mostly the single player stuff, but that seems pretty legit. I'm really torn about the single player because I know I'm going to just want to play multiplayer all the time, but the single players are really good with Battlefield usually. So it's good footage, good fun stuff.
I'll tell you what, man. I didn't play any of the storyline single player in
No,
Battlefield 4.
I don't
Not
want to
one
hear
bit.
that. You
Not one
unlock all.
bit.
It's a great story, good details. You choose paths. You get gun unlocks for the multiplayer, all kinds of stuff. It's a good time.
But Nick did.
Oh, well, there you go. You got the gun unlocks, and you had a good time through someone else. Good for you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna adjust this camera because it slid on me a little bit there. But so launch date is March 17th, and I believe it said 11 p.m. I think that's Pacific time, so 1 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
1 o'clock Central.
I usually rely on people better than me to find that out, and I start surfing the web really hard around Monday to find the exact launch times. I go over to Reddit Battlefield or something like that.
I'll tell you what, I was talking to Nautica. He was actually going to be on this with us tonight, but something about taking apart his computer, putting it back together, reformatting it for the game or something.
Err.
Um,
I did all
I,
that about a week or so ago, so I'm set.
I
Just
probably
for
need
this
to
event.
do it.
Yeah,
Not
cleared off
going
my
to.
hard drive. It's all fresh. There's two icons on my desktop. It's beautiful. Good times.
Nice,
Hmm.
nice. I probably need to do the same thing.
Yep.
So, are you off Tuesday and Wednesday? Are you taking
No, no,
off?
no, 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 no.
Oh, I'm off, man.
Man, that's unfortunate for me and good for you.
I'm off. My
No.
shift days fell to where I work Monday and I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. We had all this rain, so I mean, I even had people calling me about lawn care, and I'm like, I can't do it till Friday. I can't do it till Friday. I knew it was going to happen. It always happens in launching games. Somebody wants me to go do something. I've had people ask me to
Yeah,
work for them. I'm sure somewhere Tuesday or Wednesday I'm going to get honeydewed. It's going
yeah.
to happen. But
Well, it's a Battlefield game. I look at it this way. A lot of games I do take the first couple of days off, the MMOs, things like that. But a Battlefield game, I'm probably going to be playing this for a good solid couple years, and I might fall a day or two behind. But trust me, I'm going to catch up.
oh yeah, you will.
Yeah, it's there's no doubt about that.
Did you finally hit level
I
104?
did. I've got my knife on a bipod now that I can poke people with. It's beautiful. Just in time to never play the game again. You know.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, true. So,
It's so far Hardline looks like a game we can be in for years. I know the stats came out from the last open beta. They said they had over 7 million people participate in last open beta.
yeah.
Biggest Battlefield open beta ever.
Yeah, I hated the game on the first beta last year. It was not fun for me. I was like, why would I play this? It's garbage. Doesn't impress me. I'm not even going to pre-order this. I probably won't even buy it. And then the last beta, was it January, February? That time frame blew me away. It was so much fun. It was just a blast. Doing the different modes. We'll get into that later, but it was really impressive. And hi,
Hi,
Kelly.
Kelly.
Everyone said hi. But it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I was like, I've got to get this game now. It really changed my mind. And then the way they're really changing the game based on player feedback and not just some guy's opinion, that really helps.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They really listened this time too, and it sounds like more changes are coming too.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
There's 8 different maps. Now we've only seen 2 of them. We got to see the city map and we got to see the Dust Bowl
Yeah,
map, whatever they're calling it. But
right.
supposedly there's the Everglades. There's a lot more maps out there for us to play around with and have a good time.
Yeah, I didn't like the city map. I found it kind of dense and cluttered, and you had to really go under and around things instead of through things. So But the open dirt map, I really love that. Whatever that was called, it was really a lot of fun. I mean, I like the fact that you could beeline straight to where you wanted to go. You didn't have to, and you could see everything more or less from so many vantage points. So that was my favorite map. I hope there are more maps like that. Some
Oh,
people love the city map. That's not my thing.
from a sniper point of view, I love the dust map. I
Yeah,
thought it was great.
yeah,
I found a couple nice spots that I could sit and snipe. Of course, every other sniper in the game is going to know where I'm sitting because they're pretty much the best spots.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
City map. Once I got on top of some of the buildings over there, and I usually never get on top of buildings because getting on top of a building is like the death knell for a sniper
Oh
because all
yeah.
the other snipers is like, woo, Christmas.
Yeah, but they're so tall. There's not like medium buildings. There's just really super tall buildings and nothing. It was
Yep.
almost there was very few medium height buildings, which is where I would have enjoyed sniping from. But I'm not a long distance sniper like you are. I'm a medium distance kind of guy.
Oh man, I really hope they have some really long range maps in there. At least one. Just give me one.
Right.
It's now Martine's saying 9 maps. I only could find 8 of them, but if there's 9 maps, that's even better. We'll go with what Martine says.
There you go.
It's
Right
they're
on.
planning more content. What, the first month or two of release?
That's a great question. I don't know. I wish I was more informed on that, but I got premium. I'm gonna get maps for years to come, or at least another year. Over and over. So also all the packs it'll unlock and all the competitive play. So that's it sounds like a good value to me. But yeah, I'm at least until the Star Wars one comes out. It'll tide us over.
Till Battlefront.
Until
Amen to that,
Battlefront.
brother.
Yeah, and once Battlefront comes out, I wouldn't be surprised if half the guild joins that. It should be a blast. It's
Oh
at
man,
least all the
Star
FPS
Wars.
guys. You know, yeah, it's a
It's
mandatory buy.
definitely. And I only got into shooters about 3 years ago. Crawl got me into them. He badgered me until I got into Battlefield 3, and I was adamant against it because I didn't have the patience for that type of stuff. And then I found out I suck. I
No,
suck.
I have bought every Battlefield since 1942. I used to play Desert Combat in like a league. Before that, it was all the Quakes and Unreal tournaments, all that. So I mean, I've always been in the shooting realm. It's pretty standard. It's crazy how when I go back after I leave it for a while, and I go back and my fingers remember everything. It's just like, what? How did you know to do that, fingers? But that's great. Uh, it's it's a memory.
Yeah, I learned how to snipe, and that's about what I do. Matter of fact, I got stuck on the damn Pearl Market map in Battlefield 4 today, and got schooled pretty bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. There's video of it. It exists. Yeah, we're gonna have issues, but Hardline I'm excited about. Now, some of the different type of game modes. It's Battlefield 4 had some game modes in it. Hardline has got some really cool game modes.
Right.
Of course, they've got Conquest, your standard take the base, kill each other till the tickets are gone.
Hmm.
Real quick, Special Lizard I hadn't heard of. Militarized police simulator. Throw a link up there. I'll check it out in a little bit. Um, but yeah, they've got the Conquest map, and then they've got Heist. Now I watched my son play Heist. I guess in the first beta they had the Heist going on.
Yeah.
I didn't get to participate much in the first beta.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I remember seeing people running around with bags of money and money kind of flying around and stuff like that. That was the beta I wasn't enjoying so much, so I just kind of dabbled in it and got out. But yeah, I think that's really interesting. The Battlefield 4, played for, I don't know, what's it been, 3 years, 2.5, 3 years now?
Yeah.
I think I've just played Conquest almost the entire time. You might have played maybe 3 maps or something of the random modes, but wasn't big on all the different modes because there's so much to learn, and I don't want to be that guy who holds the team down. But I was having a blast, and that's one of the things that really convinced me in this last beta was Hotwire was just so much fun, just cruising around in that car, just trying to guys jumping out in the street when you're cruising. They have a rocket launcher right
Oh
there. You're like,
yeah.
oh man, here we go. It's like you or me, and I'm gonna run you over, or you're gonna hit me. I'm gonna try to dodge that rocket, and then just keep going. And then Nautica was driving a lot, and I just sit back in the back seat and just go. points racking up, points racking up, points racking up, and constantly just for driving around. And I'm just like, yeah, go Nautica, go. And every
And
once in a
that
while,
was
reach out the
actually
window, and I just die because some guy sniped me out of the window. Oh, so I'm just sticking in the car and hanging out.
and that was actually the hot wire mode.
Yeah, Hotwire, exactly. That
That
was a
was pretty
blast.
cool. Now
Yeah,
I can't drive worth a flip or anything, but I was having fun because you could see where the cars spawned after they blew up. And I
yeah.
know y'all are gonna hate out there, so go ahead and hate on me. But I set myself up where I had a good sniping spot right on one of them cars, and every time somebody tried to get in it, I popped them one.
Yeah, you should. And that's legit. You know, this is a war. It's supposed to be that way. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's good times. I had a blast playing that. And that's one of the things I was like, dude, this is so much fun. Just cruising around out in the desert in big circles, and I'm like, avoid those guys. He's like, oh, I got it handled. I know the way to go. And we'd go like. They'd be all waiting for us to turn down a road. And we just go past them and just turn down another road. And they'd be, oh, run over there, get those guys. And they can't get us. So, it was just a good time. And every once in a while, you get hit and you blow up and you just spawn back in, and here you go again. Try to find a car, or you start shooting the cars down out of the road. You got one thing to do or another, and both of them give you tons of money, which is the point of playing Hardline, which is a little different. We should probably mention that it's it's not so much about getting points as it is money. I guess you do both really, but it's that was really interesting to me that they have the money system where you're just racking up money, and I was like, what is this? That's interesting.
Yeah, and obviously we forgot to mention the big difference in this game from the Battlefield games is this isn't a military game. This is cops and robbers.
Yeah, no, it's not. And they have different guns and different sets of equipment for both sides. So as you earn money, you unlock something, and you play it on that side. So when you get on the other side, you don't have the same stuff. You have different stuff.
Yeah,
And,
they got guns that both factions, for lack of a better word, can unlock. Then you're right, they got the specific guns that you unlock for each faction.
right.
So like I managed to get a really good sniper rifle in the police mode, and it didn't translate to the robber mode.
Yeah. 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 What really was confusing to me was trying to find where they put the rocket launcher. I was like, I know I've seen people with rocket launchers. Where is it? It's in the vehicle setting. You've had the I don't know if they changed that. I think I might have heard something, but they had the you go to vehicles and then you unlock rocket launchers out of there, because when you pull out of the spawn point with a vehicle, your trunk is a weapons cache. Even for the rest of your team, they can go up to your trunk and open it up and start pulling their big weapons out of it too. And that was like really unique. I thought that was pretty cool. I've read the forums, and there's always the haters and there's always the people complaining. But one guy was like, "This is a lot like Call of Duty," and which is an interesting statement because I've never really played Call of Duty. I've never owned a single Call of Duty game ever. I've always found it was just not the right thing for me, without disparaging Call of Duty or anything, but it just wasn't my game.
I never could
So
get into the Call of Duties.
no, yeah, it was just not the same as Battlefield, and I'm really a Battlefield guy, so it was really weird for me. But if this is what Call of Duty is, I'm like, hey, this is pretty fun. I don't know, it's I like my wars, and I like the different modes. I love 2142. I loved Vietnam. Was it Brothers 2 or whatever the
Bad Company too.
Bad Company 2? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Those were all fun. I enjoyed all those different things and different maps, different modes, everything. But this is different
Yep,
to
Real
me.
quick
This is
shout
different
out.
to me.
Real quick shout out. Our overlay tonight was made by Liette, who is also producing this tonight. So big thanks to Liette for getting this down.
Can't see my hands clapping.
Thank you very much. She went through she threw it together pretty quick, which speaks to her talents. Other modes is rescue mode, and I'm just going to kind of read this off. Rescue is one of two competitive modes. This is a cop-centric mode that lets you step into the boots of a swap operative taxed with saving innocent lives from the hands of criminals.
So there's a video out there you can watch of some of the guys actually beta testing rescue, and it looks really interesting. You start as the bad guys, and you have a couple hostages, and then the police come in and they raid your buildings and facilities to try to capture those hostages. Their goal is to not kill you as much as it is to pick up those hostages. You put them on your back, and they're kind of all strapped and bound, and that you just run as far as you can with them while shooting the bad guys. But they shoot you, that hostage drops, and he stays there. And he's
Like a hot potato, huh?
Like a hot potato, like a rock. He's gonna sit right there. He doesn't reset. He doesn't go back. So the next cop comes up, and he can pick him up, or all the bad guys, protect the cops from getting that bad guy, that hostage, I should say. So it's really interesting. It's see if you can get that hostage back to the police cars where they spawned.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's as a sniper,
Kind
you're
of like the
doing
old
that.
one.
You gotta watch
What
that
was the map?
hostage. Anybody gets near him, pop
What
that
was
guy.
the map in Battlefield? Like the bomb map. People would carry the
Yeah,
bombs.
carry the bomb, but that would reset after a time period, or you could reset.
Yes,
If you were the team that had the bomb originally, you could go up to it and reset it or something like that. Or
something
flag.
like that.
Yeah, so
This poor hostage just getting used and abused, huh?
yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny looking. It's like almost carrying a mummy or something like that. It's really weird, but
Now, blood money. That's the huge pile of loot, and criminals are fighting to steal it, and they're carrying bags while they're doing it, and all that stuff. That's the one I watched. I think I watched my son play one time with the big pile of money. Leah, could you cue that video for us? That'd be great. But it's just a short little video show you a little bit of the blood money gameplay. It's it's different, just like all the game modes are. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, check out this video. In a minute. There we go.
oh, that's nice.
That was nice, wasn't it? That was really nice. Then as y'all can see in that, you saw the robbers carrying the bags of money out of the bank. Of course, the person that was playing had set them up. He had put charges on the helicopter, which I thought was pretty cool. That's something I hope I'm able to do when I get to play. Of course, everybody's going to try to do that. He got a lot of kills right there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's great. I love a good C4.
Now there's a couple on here that I hadn't seen in video or anything. We have Crosshair. This is the other competitive mode. Basically says a former criminal turned state's witness is on the run from his former crew. Criminals are trying to erase the VIP's face from the world while the cops are trying to get him to safety. Now that sounds like an escort to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
I wonder if he's going to have hit points or something like that.
I really hope that it doesn't revert back to most of the servers just being conquest again. But we'll have to see how fun some of these are and how they attract people to certain servers. But it's nice to have those options, to play different modes.
I hope they have a server that has them all. I mean,
that'd be
I
nice.
hate to say it, EA, Origin, man, they're just horrible with their servers at launch.
Yeah.
It's Battlefield 3 and 4. I know most of the servers in Battlefield that started out trying to do small maps and large maps ended up either doing just one or the other because for some reason, whatever the gods of servers or whatever decreed that you couldn't mix them anymore. So I really hope they have servers that have all size maps, all different types of gameplay. I think that'd be really neat, liven it up a little bit. I know we considered getting a grievance server for Hardline, but we're gonna wait.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What I found in the previous Battlefields was they would have all these different modes, and I wouldn't play them for a while, and then whenever I'd go through my achievements on Battlelog, I'd go like, oh, you have to get so many points in this gameplay mode, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll need to go knock that out to get my achievements knocked out, and there will be no servers playing that mode, and it was like, I can't get that unlock. So if they keep that in mind, hopefully they just keep the server up and running with every mode or cycling through them.
Definitely, and here's to hoping they get that down where they can do that. That'd be really neat.
Right.
Then the last mode you have is deathmatch. And that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, hope that's like a close combat. More of a smaller map with a whole bunch of people with guns and no vehicles, no flying, nothing. And I really enjoyed the close combat in Battlefield 3. It was really missing in Battlefield 4. They didn't have that. They had some of the smaller maps, but they weren't close combat. You know, where everybody
And they
spawns the
said they're
same number.
bringing some of those maps back in four
Yeah,
though, like the
yeah.
hotel
Eventually,
maps, and
after a new game
hopefully,
comes out already, so we'll,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's yeah.
Few changes based on beta feedback. These are the changes that they announced that they were going over. The one hit kill range reduced for the 870 and SPAS. Reason being is the 870 shotgun had really too far an effective range. It could pretty much take out people at 30 meters, and the team said that was about 10 meters too much.
Right.
That
Yeah,
was a little long.
yeah. I hate to see any guns nerfed, but it's good to do it before launch if you're going to do it, and you can always bring it back up a bit if we need to. But it's yeah. There was some sniper video some guy was showing not too long ago, and he was just popping people out of cars and buildings and aircraft right and left, and I was like, that's awesome for that sniper, but not so awesome for everybody else. So
Yeah, that's one thing I found in the beta was the sniping was easy. There was no
yeah,
vertical
it
bullet
was
drop. You put your target on the head and they were dead. Uh,
absolutely.
I mean, it surprisingly enough, sorry, Squigs, Deepbot's not up. I had to reset my computer. I apologize. Um, Surprisingly enough, I had trouble with it at first because after 2 years of playing Battlefield 4, I was used to bullet elevation.
Mm.
Once I figured out there was almost zero bullet elevation, it was easy mode. It's just like ping, ping,
Oh,
ping.
really? There wasn't a aim above their head kind of thing, huh? It's just shoot
No,
straight up.
no. I mean, if it
Maybe
was,
that's why
it
I did so
was.
bad. I was doing that. You know, maybe that's why I wasn't doing so
Yeah,
great.
that's why I was sucking right off the bat as a sniper, and then I
Yeah,
just started putting it on their head, and I'm like, oh, this will work.
they had that Scout Elite was really good in beta for a sniper rifle. I actually was like, dang, I want to buy one of these. I started looking at prices on them. It's like this is a fun gun. You know, imagine it's not exactly like a video game, but it was super simple. Yeah, just blow people away. You know, from
People
distance.
get really agitated when I start saying I want to buy a real sniper rifle.
I've got a few. it's
You want one?
I'm from
um,
Texas. We got them lying around our kitchen. You know, it's
yes, sir.
uh
Um, so other things for the 870, obviously the fire rate was reduced for the 870, and they said there's more vertical recoil for it. They also the recoil was reduced for the RO 933 as well as the damage. I guess they figured that was hitting for a little bit too hard. Vertical recoil was added to the M16A3 and the M416. They increased spread shot for the P90, improved the Uzi unaimed fire accuracy. I've actually fired an Uzi before, and I can tell you that the unaimed accuracy isn't that good in real life. That thing will spray all over the freaking place.
I think that's the same for shotguns and everything too. It's not as easy to just keep blowing people away with a shotgun and staying accurate.
Oh God, no!
Any distance. They have a little recoil.
Anybody who fires a shotgun for the first time has the freaking black and blue
Oh
on
yeah,
to
absolutely.
freaking prove it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Magnum ammo OHK range was reduced, and the Magnum ammo vehicle damage was reduced 50%. Apparently, they found out that the Magnum ammo tore up the vehicles just a wee bit too quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Um,
what I was doing. I love blowing up the vehicles with someone in it. That's just drop some C4 on the ground. You know they're going to drive around this whole path, so just sit back in the bushes and go, pew, blow them
oh
up.
yeah,
I don't know what an
oh yeah.
OHK is. Do you know what an OHK is? I
No,
guess.
not off the top of my head.
All right, we'll go with that
Not
then.
off the top of my head. That's one that I understood everything they were talking about till they got to the OHK. They did some class bounce issues. They moved the G36C to the cops and the M416 to the criminals because they figured those guns suited those two factions better. They also moved the M45 to the cops and the UMP to the criminals, which I was disappointed in. I like UMPs. UMPs good guns. One hit kill. Martine says one hit kill is an OH.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Martine.
That's beautiful. I'm glad someone was able to clear that up.
Now, the most important thing that they fine tuned, and give you some history on this, what happened was the developers put out a challenge and they challenged the community. Anybody who can hit 1/5, right? So I don't think they gave them anything. Maybe they did. Maybe they gave them a free game. I don't know, can't speak for them, but anybody who hit 150, they challenged them um, by the end of the 5 day beta, and they actually had somebody do it. He hit rank 150 before the beta was over.
Brings back memories of when I worked at Bioware for Star Wars. It was
I remember that talk.
yeah, it was the game launched for a week early for pre-orders, and people hit 50 before the game actually launched for the rest of the people. I was like, that's not good at all. If someone can hit your max level within a week or so, then you need to tune. You
Yeah,
need to
and
tune
you
the game.
warned him. You told
Oh
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me
that.
started either.
Yeah,
We all knew it. Anybody playing MMO knew it. And
yep.
apparently they didn't know.
It's the players look at it and go, oh, it's harder to get to the level. But if you're looking at the long term success of the game, you don't want to get like I've been playing 2.5 years on Battlefield 4, just hit level 100,
I'm
and
with you.
and that doesn't bother me. It would have bothered me if I hit level 100 2 years ago, and I'd be like, why am I logging in? I've got level 100. I've unlocked everything. If you just do that, stretch it out. It's like EQ1. Remember how hard that was? And so, I mean, it
That
was
took
like,
you a whole year to hit the
yeah,
next
oh,
expansion level.
it
It
took
was
you a year to
insane.
hit like 3 levels,
Yeah,
like that. It was ridiculous, but it kept people playing, and people would strive
absolutely.
for that next thing. So it was it
One
gave
day
you a
they'll
reason.
figure out it's in the journey.
Yeah, yeah. Don't make things easy. You don't want that. No one,
But
nobody
anyway,
wants that.
back to what we were talking about.
Hmm.
So they slowed the progression down by 50%. So basically, it takes half again as long to get as far as you can. Now, obviously, the guy who hit 150, he's going to be the exception.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But the fact that somebody did it, 150 freaking levels in 5 days.
that's those people who hand off have their roommates just say, "All right, you're on shift, and I'm getting off. You jump in and start killing people," and they just always have someone on rotation. There's no way you can do
No,
that solo with
my,
and be healthy.
my record for staying up is 2.5 days, and then I crashed for a whole day. I couldn't do it 5 days, but yeah,
Yeah.
that it had to have been somebody who did that. Obviously, roommates or something, but which is cool. Um, they repriced the battle packs to cost more in-game cash, which is always good. You don't want people getting all the battle packs right off the bat either.
Right.
As Martine stated in chat earlier, weapon license was increased to 1250 kill. You need 1250 kills for the cross faction weapons, which is pretty cool. Some people will get that way quicker than me because I snipe. I average about 8 to 15 kills a game, so I'll be way behind the rest, y'all.
Right.
Unless I manage to C4 helicopter.
Yep.
And gold camo increased to 1,000 kills.
I like the gold and silver camos. Those make your guns look really
Those
silly, really
pimp them out.
ridiculously
Pimp.
awesome. Very pimp, very pimp.
Little bling on your gun.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Apparently, for the hackers, and I don't mean real life hackers, I mean in game, hacker tuning, GPS spotting, and jamming range for hacker mode has been significantly reduced, and the overclock timing has been reduced for hacker mode. So that's going to help a lot. I know that the spotting and jamming range was a little insane for some of the stuff.
Yeah, I saw that coming up every now and then, but I didn't know what it really was. I just assumed that was something interesting and moved on. Started shooting people.
Yep. So, have you seen the couch video?
Yeah. Oh, good stuff.
That's
was
crazy.
Trying to figure out where on the map that was, but I think it was up in the north part of the map.
I don't know. I never saw it. Had I seen it, I would have tried it out. But now that the videos have hit, everybody's going to try it out. So yeah, if you could, we have a very short video. It's not the best quality, but Liette, if you could play that couch video for us, this is an awesome video. This is true couch potatoes, no doubt about it.
There are people who are going to spend their whole time just searching for this couch and just waiting for it to spawn, which will give you plenty of people to shoot.
Oh, no doubt. I actually found a couple videos when I was looking for this of people who became victims of the couch. There's one guy, he posted, so I saw a flying couch, and it's a sniper, and he's aiming at this vehicle, and all of a sudden this couch goes by, and you see him, He's following the couch that goes up the road, and right before it gets to the hill, he's like, "Well, I guess I better shoot it," And
Yeah.
he fires off a shot at it. But it's like you can just imagine the surprise. It's like, what the hell is that?
Shoot that couch. That doesn't seem right. It shouldn't be around like that. It should be shot. That's a good idea when you see a couch running around on its own like that. You should just shoot it in
You
general.
better run like hell.
That's it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I hope a lot more people come in and join us and play this with us. We have quite a few people who pre-ordered. I know that I keep getting notices of people in my battle log friends that are guildmates that are loading it up and preloading and have got their premium, got their game. So the more that come, the better.
Oh hell yeah! Sounds
Probably
like I'll have a
visit
good
me.
15 to 20 to start out with, and that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I know
Absolutely.
Dirt's getting it, Nodix is getting it, I think Squigs. I know Martine's probably getting it. We're gonna have a good crowd going in there. We'll be hopefully they'll manage to get us all on the same team.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it worked really well. I think they had a really good system, really good logic built into it. Better than the Battlefield 4 one, so we'll see.
Yeah, this could definitely be the next 2 to 3 year Battlefield for sure. At
Yeah.
least still Battlefront.
That's it. That's the rule. At least till Battlefront, man. This is going to ride it out, and that may be in December. It may be next spring or next summer. Who knows? Or maybe longer. You never know.
Yep. Yep. Hopefully it'll last a while. If not, we can always go back to Battlefield 4.
Absolutely. Yeah. Apparently, they're going to add a ton of new maps and games and all kinds of stuff. Battlefield 4 should be literally like $5. Going on sale. I think for a while it was like really cheap. They
Oh,
put a
premium was $30 or $40 during the holidays.
Yeah, yeah, and the game itself I think went on for like $10 at one point. So it should go back down to that price again. So
Yeah. What's up, TP Poker? How you doing, bud? So, anyway, this has been the return of the Frag Time cast. Tonight we went over Battlefield Hardline. We will be doing this on a bi-weekly basis at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We apologize we started late tonight. We had a few technical difficulties. I had a few technical difficulties. Shouldn't say we. But this will be a consistent thing, bi-weekly, every 2 weeks.
pew pew.
So we'll be discussing Overwatch. We'll be discussing Battlefront. We'll be keeping you up to date on the latest news as we hear it. We'll talk about, obviously, Hardline, The Division. This is going to be an FPS cast about FPS news. So hang in there. I'm sure Nikki appreciates that. Hang in there and make sure you catch us in 2 weeks. And go do some fragging for us.
Right on.
Peace.
Thanks, guys. Peace out.